Hey, what's going on everybody? It's Craig here from Video Juice and we are back with another Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. reaction. We're on episode 13. Last time on Agents we had a fucking incredible episode. Again, I say it every episode, it's incredible. It's probably my favorite show at the moment that I'm watching. It's just so good. It is just so good. So last time, but just before I start, if anyone didn't see the Juicy Bits episode where I detailed what happened to me, I was in a cycling accident about 5 days ago, 6 days ago. It was pretty bad. I landed here first, and then this whole side of my body was pretty much in bits for a few days. So I'm still recovering. That's why I've done a whole lot of recordings, just because I was so deflated, basically. No energy around in the last few days, and I was just recovering. So yeah, that's what happened. That anyway. I just said to get it out of the way in case you don't watch any of our other shows. So yeah, last time on Agents we had the 100th episode of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. An incredible feat and well deserved. The monoliths got destroyed in the previous episode, and it created some sort of rift into another dimension, a fear dimension, and it basically started manifesting everyone's worst fears. So we got some Kree showing up, we got some LMDs showing up, we got Lash showing up, we got Hive showing up, and we got Deathlock, evil Deathlock showing up. And then of course at the end we got good Deathlock, real Deathlock showing up. So that was very, very cool. It was great to see J. August Richards again. And it was good to have him show up to help Coulson when in the first episode it was Coulson showing up to try and help him. It's a nice little throwback to that. The bit with Deathlock, or fake Deathlock, trying to convince Coulson that he was still dying, or like basically dead, and they were trying to get him back, and everything that had happened was just in his head about like what he wanted from life, basically. That was very cool. It was very convincing as well, very, very convincing, the way they tied everything back to his wants and stuff. So I liked that. There was a lot of really cool stuff in the episode. We got answers on Coulson as well, the reason why he is now dying, and the reason why all the black shit is coming out is because when he agreed to take the Ghost Rider into him and use the Ghost Rider spirit, it basically undid all of the stuff that brought him back. So now his body is decaying the way it would have had he died. You know, it's reverting back to the state it should be in, basically, is the best way of explaining it. I legitimately thought Coulson could die last episode. Like, it looked like that could be the episode where he died, or at least like my theory was that he was going to get sucked into the fear dimension, and then maybe we get some of that over there. But no, he came out of it okay, which I enjoyed. I do think after last episode there is a good possibility that we might lose Coulson at the end of this season, regardless of whether it gets picked up for another season or not. It does look like they might be setting up a passing of the torch storyline to eventually pass it on to Daisy and have Coulson resign due to his impending death. I talked about it a lot last episode, so I don't really want to stay on it too long now. But I would be for and against it. Like, honestly, Coulson has, as I said, Coulson has had probably the most character development out of any MCU character, and we've watched him for 5 seasons now, and he's been incredible and he's been great. But he's had a good story. Is there much else to explore? Granted, we don't need to explore that much. It's Coulson. Like, I'd have Coulson for another 10 seasons if I could, you know. But again, for that character, it would make sense for it to close out this season and pass the torch to Daisy. That seems like the ultimate thing, or the ultimate goal for that character in the end. Like, if he's going to die anyway, like, he's after bringing this team back from extinction so many times, and he's after, look what he did with Daisy from the first episode, you know. He's been through all of this, and it would make sense for him to pass it on to Daisy. It'd be good. It would be good, but having him stay would be good as well. You see, I keep going in the circles. I want him, but I can understand it from a story perspective and everything, and from a character's perspective. And honestly, either way would be fine. Either way would be fine. So just to run through the last little bit fast, we got Fitz and Simmons getting married finally. It's been 5 seasons. A lot of the seasons were will they, won't they? I'm very, very happy to see it happen. It was a great scene. It was a great and Coulson married them as well, and we had Deathlock there. It was great. I loved every bit of it. And then the kind of bombshell at the end was we found out that Deke is the grandchild of Fitz and Simmons. It was a nice little shock for me. I had talked about if he could be related to someone we know already. But I didn't really delve into the theory that much. I never really fully discussed it, so kind of didn't expect that at all. So that was a nice little surprise, and it was a nice little way to cap off that episode. Unfortunately, now that Hale now has that information as well, so she's probably going to be going after Deke or the parents or something. She could go after Fitz and Simmons to try and alter the past, but we'll have to wait and see. So yeah, no predictions. I don't really know where they're going to go with this episode. After the last one, it's Shield. It's going to ramp up fast. They don't drag out storylines or anything. So I have a feeling we're going to get some forward momentum on the story this episode, especially after last episode, because last episode was so contained because of the 100th episode. So I do feel like this episode is going to jump straight back into the Hale v Agents conflict, which I'm excited for. So I'm going to shut up. We're going to jump in, check it out, see what it's like, and discuss it afterwards. Let's do this.
I mention it because that's what they're proposing for you.
Oh!
High dose.
We haven't seen him
Much more aggressive treatment than what you're taking in the mornings now.
in a long time.
I'm the one holding them. I remember everything. That's a start.
Oh, are they going to recruit him next?
You need to drill down on how that makes you feel.
Because they got Creel already, right?
Improvement.
You never know what someone might do with that information.
I told you. I remember everything.
Oh. Oh.
I'll get that doors in now, please.
That was quite an opening. I didn't oh, it's cool. The world is whole. Oh, that was cool. I didn't expect to see Von Strucker back.
Nothing I can't. How are you gonna feel about dating someone with robot parts?
Those aren't the parts that matter.
Mac.
What? Oh, no, come on. That's what I meant. What I meant was that the thing I hate about
For sure.
Right. Well, fresh air for all of us.
Have a seat, Deke.
Okay.
I need you to stay here. See if you can help Fitz.
Have a seat, Deke.
Well, no, come. I'm not a babysitter.
Come on, it's a family bonding time.
Why my IQ is? Actually, neither.
Oh, is that the same place where Ruby is being kept? Doing the right thing. Stocking up on food. Fuck that.
I take orders from two people. No one and not you. Candyman? Backhammer?
What?
Big day.
Mac Hammer.
It's probably the other way around, brother. Saint in the center.
Wait, could we get back to Mac Hammer, please?
Yeah. He made the mistake of telling us that he was obsessed with MC Hammer in high school. Okay.
Hey, we should.
Everybody have really big hands? Because this is crazy. Another one if you want to buy.
Monitoring a highly volatile situation.
Oh, come on, have a catch. Damn it.
Yeah, I'm trying to help.
I really hope they find out.
If you're stuck on a problem, you should take a break.
He could say something
Go on a nice day
that was
trip,
passed
stay
down.
with the numbers for a little while. You can go visit
That
Mrs.
him or Gemma passed down.
You guys just got married. All the grown-ups are gone. I bet she just died.
Could be-
from a little post-wedding yeehaw.
That could be the way.
Einstein, you're right. I need a break, so let's play ball. Let's play ball. Come on.
Oh my god, they're doing it.
We'll play fetch.
Oh.
There's no future but the one we saw.
No, that's not true. Hey,
This is what I was afraid of.
we can change it.
Or losing hope because everything is happening the way it was meant to happen.
Nothing's gonna change it.
You're different, man.
I hate seeing Yo-Yo like that.
You hated violence. Now look at
If there's a chance to save your life, why not try?
Because I already had one unnatural life extension and I don't want another. You both have to accept that.
No, we don't want to. Damn it, Coulson.
Not gonna happen.
The one you got when you were a kid.
How did you know?
We used to play together. Ruby, right?
I don't remember you.
You hit your head on the kitchen counter. That's how you got it.
This is new for him.
I remember the floor.
Black and white checkers.
5 miles? Are you serious? What's it like down there? It's cold. So,
And they know.
or is that okay? So you know what? Just go, please, please, just go because you are giving me a headache. Well, I'm sorry that I had never seen an ocean before. Where I was born, you guys already blew up the planet. So thank you very much for your service.
I love that they're bickering without realizing.
Scrappy dude, yeah.
Be so hard on him. Do you think we'll ever get used to it, husband?
No, I do not, wife.
Ah,
Hey, I was thinking.
something bad better not happen. I don't want them
Last name, yeah?
separated again.
Yeah, of course.
It always happens when we think something,
Sounds great.
when something good is happening.
Yeah, right off. You go off the rails.
She seems very robotic. Ruby. Not a lot of emotion. Twinkies! Oh, this is the first time having a Twinkie. Haha.
I gotta meet the chef that invented these.
There you are, sweetie. I've been looking all over for you.
Oh, this is not
Not real.
good.
Go cut yourself.
Go back to the Twinkies.
Are you getting a Daisy girl is cute?
Mom, no, she's not. Stop it.
Sweetie. The steps you take don't need to be big. They just need to take you in the right direction.
I always used to say that.
My mom said it to me.
So what are you saying? You're saying that
You should walk away. You know what happens when you care about someone.
Oh shit. That was cool.
They got hit by lightning. Charged the gravitonium.
And generated a gravity field around the entire ship.
Oh shit. Is it up? Up and...
It was up to the atmosphere. We've been tossed about by air currents all these years.
Oh! Imagine a pilot just randomly coming across that someday. Nobody would believe him.
Oh, moly.
you guys see stuff like this all the time?
Yep.
It doesn't have to be her team. It could be our team.
Good way of getting him on your side though.
I guess she wouldn't know until it was too late.
I don't want to be part of any team.
Is she sincere or is she just trying to get him on board?
Far away.
With all of those bad memories.
Man, she likes to do this with her head. They could make quite the formidable team. We'll get a little evil team up going. And Creel on board then as well.
On the thing that's actually supposed to be.
Oh shit!
Hey, Mac Hammer. Can't touch this.
Ha! Oh, that was set up so well. Oh shit. Immediately.
You've got less than a minute. Get the hell out of that ship. Working on it.
Oh. Come on, Mac.
This is not the Mac I used to know.
Yes.
And hey, about that Deathlock program, your friends were asking about it too. So I'm gonna do some digging, see what else I can find.
Yes.
Anything, no matter how small.
You got it.
Potential new member. I was wondering, would he be a once-off? But they got a decent actor for him. Now, granted, they've got decent actors for one-offs in the past. Cool to have him be another side character in this world, popping up every now and again.
I need to apologize. Oh, I'm just holding on to that thing in case of emergency. Don't beat yourself up while you're trying to heal. Go slow.
She's gonna say it.
The steps you take don't need to be big. They just need to take you in the right direction.
I knew they were setting that up.
Can we help you with something?
He's making the connections.
Did you see another ghost from your past?
No, it wasn't a ghost, eh?
Deke, you coming, or is this another play date?
Yeah, after you, Grandpa.
I just hope there's enough gravitonium for them to work with.
I don't know. I'm stumped.
Ah.
I won't share these with you. That's right, I got you something else.
I like that she's joking about it as well. It's a very yo-yo thing to do.
Arms.
Oh, he's still going to be there. It's evil team up time. Ah. What? In the corner? There's no way he's gone. There he is.
How did you convince him to stay?
I told him the truth.
Oh! So, I don't know if she's being sincere. Like, because she said she was going to manipulate Von Struck or Alex. But I don't know. Like, it'd be interesting. But my theory at the moment is that she was being truthful to Alex. She was being truthful to Alex, kind of. And then truthful to her mother. You see, I think that maybe she's trying to... She obviously wants to overthrow her mother. I think that part is true. But I don't think she wants to lead with Alex. Maybe she's going to betray him at the last minute and take over for herself, basically. That would be my guess. I do believe that what she's saying to him... Like, I don't think she's bullshitting. I do think she wants all that. But I don't know if she wants him with her. It'll be interesting though. Her character is very much a wild card at the moment. I'm very interested. The actress is doing a phenomenal job, so it's keeping me very interested. I'm interested to learn more about Ruby. We don't know too much. Like, does she have powers or not, or is she just really, really skilled? I'm looking forward to learning more. We did find out a lot about Von Strucker. Also, it was a great little surprise. I didn't expect to see him again after the last time we saw him. I think the last time we saw him was when he was being put into the machine to jog his memories. I didn't expect to see him again, so it was good that we saw him again. And like, I love that what they did to him, putting him in that machine, is after like, I thought it was powers at first, but it's obviously not powers. It's done something to his brain, or the way I understand it anyway, is that his brain is pretty much fucked from the torture and shit he got from Ward, and then Coulson and crew put him in the machine, and then that just like scrambled his brain, and he basically just remembers everything. Like, maybe he has to focus on it first to remember it, but he remembers everything from like the pain, the way he felt, every little small detail. I mean, it's not the worst thing that could happen, but I mean, it's not great either. Just it's a stuff on both sides for and against it, but it's that'll be it's interesting for his character, because when he first showed up, I was like, oh cool, this guy's back. Maybe he wants some revenge on everyone that did stuff to him. And he does, but like now he has this mind memory thing, which is going to be very, very interesting. They obviously have plans for it. I mean, why give it to him if they don't have plans for it? So I'm I'm going to be going mad, like thinking up theories on why he on what he's going to uncover. He could uncover stuff like about people, maybe. I don't know. I just thought that was very interesting. I liked all of the stuff with Von Strucker, and again, him coming back is a great little twist. It's cool to tie it all back. Instead of creating this new character, you're bringing someone back that we have an attachment to, and that has a history with the agents and the bad guys and Hydra and all this. So, and giving him the promise of a new Hydra, basically. Ruby, giving him the promise of leading a new organization is good. She knows how to play a guy. Whether she's being truthful or not remains to be seen. As I said, I do think that she might be playing both of them. Maybe she needs him to overthrow her mother and take over, but then when she's done with him, she might just kill him. Maybe. We still don't know a lot about the character, which is interesting as well. So looking forward to seeing more or seeing more. I don't know if they did it last episode. I didn't spot it. If is the pen gone? I didn't spot it if they did do it, but the intro, instead of having like the broken earth, it's now like the full solid earth with the crack going down it. So that was cool. Said I'd mention it. I liked Tony. I think that was his name, right? I wrote it down. I think that was his name. Max guy. What did they call him? Candyman Kane. I liked him. I thought he was cool. I really hope he sticks around. I do think he's going to stick around. They got a named actor. They got a decent actor to play the role. So I'm pretty confident he's going to show up again, which I'm excited for. I like having these characters that are just out there in the world, and I just want to see the character again, you know. I liked his interactions with Mac, and the fact that he has history with Mac is pretty cool. So more of that. I'd like to see him and Mac teaming up on an op together or something. That'd be pretty badass. And what's it called? Mac Hammer. All the stuff with Can't Touch This episode was fucking funny. The setup was great. Like, they set it up immediately with the name, and then just they constantly did it. Like Coulson had 2 good ones, I think. Yeah, it was good. I like the little small stuff like that in Agents. It's sprinkle little moments like that throughout, and they always work so well. Like they could come off as like super cheesy and cringy and everything, but they just work. They just work in Agents, and I love it. I absolutely love it. With Yo-Yo, I'm liking what's happening with Yo-Yo in terms of story. The actress is doing a phenomenal job. We've seen her broken down. I talked about it last episode when it happened, 2 episodes ago when it happened, that this was probably going to make Yo-Yo like focus on the future and focus on what her future self told her, and the fact it's going to make her cement the fact that they can't change anything. It's going to cement that into her mind, which is exactly what happened here, and it makes sense. I mean, it happened immediately. You know, it happened immediately. She got her arms chopped off, so she's obviously going to be feeling that for a while. In terms of emotions and stuff, she's going to be dealing with it for a while. It's interesting. It's sad. It's hard to see the character like that. I'm glad that towards the end of it, she was a bit more upbeat and more of herself. She made a joke about her arms, which I liked. Like I knew she was going to get the arms. We knew she was going to get the arms. They showed her in the flashback, but it was technically a flash forward when we saw Yo-Yo in the loop, or the after going through the loop with Mac dead, and she had arms then. So obviously they gave her prosthetic arms. Plus we have Coulson, who was fucking walking around the last 3 seasons with a robotic hand. So we knew it could be done anyway. I didn't expect it to happen so soon. Even though I should have. I mean, it's Agents, as I said, all the time. They don't drag out their storylines at all. Generally their stories move very fast, which I really enjoy. So yeah, but I'm glad it's happening soon. I'm glad it's happening now. It's gonna give the character more to do. I do think it's gonna create some interesting scenarios with Yo-Yo. I think she's maybe gonna she's gonna think she's ready, but when she jumps in, she's not, and she's gonna be real hesitant, maybe, or she might not. You know, she might not. I do think she's going to be a lot more wary of Mac when she's out in the field if she does go back on ops straight away. I don't think she's going to be worrying about Mac dying, because that was the next thing that was going to happen, that her future self told her. So there's a lot of ripple effects from this that I'm really looking forward to seeing. I just hate seeing Yo-Yo. I hate seeing Yo-Yo so defeated like that. She's not in a good place, but she has great people around her to help her. Mac, with the beers and stuff at the end, like we know she's going to be. We know she's surrounded by all these people that are going to help her. So Ruby is so emotionless, isn't she? I thought, like, especially in this episode, we got more of her in this episode than we have any other episode. She's very robotic, is what I noticed. Granted, I don't know if that has anything to do with her powers or the fact that she's locked where she is. You know, it could just have something to do with the fact that she's locked where she is and she's left out every now and again for missions and stuff. Plus, we don't know the full history of her with Ruby, Hale. How much has Hale destroyed her in terms of like her mental state? We don't know. Hopefully, we learn more. I'm interested in their relationship, and I'm interested in Ruby. Obviously, I think it's by design that we're not getting much information about Ruby yet. Her character is probably going to be a bit of a mystery for a while, but yeah, it's cool. It's interesting. I want to know more. So. Talked about the Hammer Time stuff. We got the evil team up happening with Creel, Von Strucker, Alex. I keep calling him Von Strucker, even though he is Von Strucker. Doesn't matter. Alex, Ruby, and Creel. Interesting team up. I wonder if we're going to get an Agents v evil team up by the end of this season. Maybe that's the final battle. That'd be cool. It'd be a cool fight, I would say. But they obviously have more. I wonder how, like, they're probably going to need more people for their team. They're probably going to get more people for their team. Who are they going to get? We might get a new character, but they have a wealth of characters to choose from the show, from previous seasons. So who are we going to get? I mean, Graviton, all this stuff with Gravitonium this season, Graviton has to make an appearance. Like, they teased it back in season 1, but we haven't, nothing came of it, you know? And now they're bringing all this Gravitonium stuff back. Like, could Graviton be the end game? Could he be the big bad that's going to pop up a few episodes left and be the final boss they need to defeat, basically? Maybe. It'll be very interesting anyway, and it'd be a cool way of tying it back to season 1, which is what they've been doing this whole season. So far, it's been all like callbacks and stuff that they've, like seeds that they planted early coming back. And I've only been rewatching Agents. I'm now on season 3. I'm powering through it very, very fast. I've watched like 3 seasons in a week and a half. But seeing those early seeds planted in season 1 and 2 that are coming back now, it's very impressive. And I do think the possibility of a Graviton appearance is high, very, very high. So I'm looking forward to that. But there's a reason all the Gravitonium stuff is coming back. I do think we might see him. I like that they're trying to help Coulson with the death thing, and they're not giving up on him. I liked his reasoning for not wanting to look for one. Like the fact that he came back already through unnatural means, basically. He got his second chance. And he thinks that's enough. It's understandable. It's good. It's a good reason for the character to not want to be doing this. He thinks he's had his time. He had his second chance. He doesn't want to be brought back again. Doesn't want to upset the laws of nature or whatever. I like it. I liked his reasoning, and I don't get me wrong. I like that the agents are not giving up on him. You know, they're still doing their thing. We knew they were going to anyway. They're not just going to leave Coulson die. Yeah, we're gonna have to wait and see. I'm interested in all of that stuff. The season is incredible so far. The Twinkie scene with Deke is great. I love Deke. I love this Deke. This wonder Deke. This wonder filled Deke. He's just like a young child, just like discovering sweets for the first time or something. You know, I love it. He's full of wonder and amazement at everything he sees. The Twinkie scene was just great though. But I like on Deke. I love that he discovered who his grandparents were so soon. Again, this is a testament to Agents' storytelling. They don't, like any other show, they would have taken that information and dragged that out for over like 3 or 4 episodes and then have a reveal with the characters, you know. But Agents do it in 2 episodes. It was teased at the end of last episode, and then he discovers it this episode. 1 episode, less than an episode, you know. I love it. I love they're not just dragging the shit out of the storylines for the sake of dragging them out. They actually have a story to tell, and they want to tell it fast, and it works well. It's one of the reasons why I have dropped off, like say Walking Dead, for example. Walking Dead have a story, and then like a story for Walking Dead that they would tell in 5 episodes. Agents would do it in 1 or 2, and I love it. It's there's no filler episodes, basically. You know, everything is working towards this story that they have set. Whereas a lot of other shows are always crammed with fillers just to stretch out the season. You know, Agents don't do that. They're always on point with their episodes. They're always on point with their story, and it's great to see. Great to see. And his realization was great. I wonder how he's gonna. I wonder how he's going to act towards them. We got a little bit of it at the end of this episode, but I'm looking forward to seeing that. I don't think it's going to be too long before Fitz and Simmons find out. So I'm looking forward to that. That's mainly what I'm looking forward to. I wanted Deke to find out ASAP. That was a good moment. That's something that I wanted, but I want to see Fitzsimmons figure it out. And we got to see Deke's mother. That was pretty cool. Granted, it was the fear dimension leaking out, but it was a cool little scene. So yeah, I mean, it's another great episode again. Absolutely phenomenal episode. Yeah, I'm interested. Like, there's so much stuff happening. Like, there's so many threads like running loose at the moment in Agents that I don't know where they're gonna go. Like we had the Gravitonium stuff, possible Graviton stuff tied to that. We have Deke with the parents. We have the evil team up going on. We have Hale's like relentless fucking pursuit to destroy the Agents. Von Strucker is back. That's another like separate thing that ties into the evil team up thing. I don't know. It's just everything. There's so much stuff going on. Then we have the Coulson dying thing. There's so much going on. I'm in love. I'm in love with the show. who else? I'm trying to think who else we could get for the evil team up. I mean, if we're talking previous threads that were left unsolved, we have VJ Nadir. Could he come back evil? His sister shot him and threw him off a helicopter in the middle of the ocean to die. He went into Terragenesis. He could pop back up. If he does, he could have this big vendetta against his sister, even though his sister is dead, I think, right? She died. But that could have warped his mind. That could have turned him evil, and his new powers could have also contributed to him turning evil. So VJ Nadir is a good possibility. I can't really think of anyone else. Like, we have a good few villains out in the world. I don't know who they would pick. Even VJ Nadir is a bit of a stretch, just because I don't know how he would tie in. Like, his reveal, yeah, I don't know if it would have enough weight as someone else, but it would be a good way of tying him back into the story. Like, I've been trying to think. I have him on my mind because he was one of those loose threads that was never resolved, and agents don't usually do that. They usually seed stuff early and then bring it back. So I was thinking, like, what way could they reintroduce him into this storyline? And I couldn't think of a way until now. If he did turn bad after what happened, and his powers contributed to him turning bad, and he's just a bad guy out there with powers now, maybe he gets on Hale's radar and she recruits him for this mission. Or maybe not. Maybe it's a season 6 thing if they get renewed, you know? Or maybe he was planned for the Inhumans show. There's a lot of possibilities. Still no Infinity War tie-in. Be nice to have a mention, but I don't know if we will. Although, I mean, we might have a mention. I'd say we'll definitely have a mention, actually, because I forgot I'm behind in episodes, so when we line up we might have some. I've been rambling on for a little while. So I'm going to call it at that. Thank you very much for watching. We will be back very soon with some more Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. We're going to have some gaming videos re-releasing again soon, regularly, so you can look forward to them. You can like, comment, and subscribe if you liked the video. Let us know what you thought about this episode in the comments below. We have some social media links and the website address down below in the description. You can check them out. And yeah, I think that's it then. We'll see you next time. Later.
So I could soothe your frightened mind and let our souls collide. Rising tide so we can ride away upon a tumbling wave.